so-called white man is an Israelite and he not, man. You know? Sometimes you can be wrong, man. But you have to do that, man, for the sake of that vision that John saw, you know, in Revelation 7, man. Because that's why John was confused, man. John, the Lord just showed John the vision, man. 2,000 years ago, he saw how people looking like all the other nations, man. And that's why he got that vision in Revelation 7, man. But that was according to prophecy which I'm going to get it, in Ezra. That was according to prophecy of Daniel 9, man. Which I'm going to get Ezra first. Then I'm going to get Romans 8, man. Who snatch up people? So-called white man. Jake wanna rob your ass, man, he gonna rob you, that's gonna be it, man. Jake ain't finna be snatching you up and shit. That's the so-called white man that you kidnap people, man. You know, for their organs or whatever they want. Right. That's the so-called white man. Jake wanna get your ass, Jake gonna put a gun on you, man, he gonna put you upside the head. Don't get it how he live, man. They can't try to snatch you up and take you with them and none of that, man. Especially not no so-called white man, not no white man, man. That's government shit right there, man. Yeah, what he say? He said that's an evil building, man.
Something I'll do is slam this phone to the ground.
You already can tell that building wicked though, cause before they restored it, man, that shit looked demonic and wicked, man. You know what I'm telling you? You know the so-called white man will commit all type of wickedness, man. In the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Cause you can pull it up. You can Google the images of all these buildings, man. During the 40s and the 50s, this average building down here was pumping. These buildings ain't up for nothing, man. Every one of these buildings was a business, and they were pumping, man. But the Lord slowly but surely, but then it was a plot by the so-called white man, man. Because in Jackson, Mississippi, got their first mayor, man, their first black mayor, so-called white man called himself being slick, man. They were like, they really tried to do Jackson like Detroit, man. Like, we're gonna move a lot of business out of Jackson. We're gonna pack up and leave, watch these niggas kill themselves and rot, man. But just like but they ain't understand, man. The Lord changed Jacob's name to Israel, man. Which means Yasharallah, he is a prince of the power, man. The angel told Jacob, you should have power with the Most High, and you should have power with man, man. So no matter what plot the so-called white man can't destroy these people, he don't understand, man. Jake can survive on their own, man. Why you think the so-called Northern Kingdom left that one side of the world and came over here, man? And had their whole civilization going flourishing, man. Wasn't none of that homelessness that's going on right now. Wasn't all these diseases, man. Wasn't none of that, man, over here, man. Now they got into wickedness and were worshiping other gods that they had learned from the other nations, man. Because that was going to, that falling away had to happen first, man. You know, that falling away had to happen to the whole nation, man. This Ezra 7 and
Which Ezra? First or second Ezra?
First one. Right here, man. chapter 9, verse 7. Ezra 9 and 7. Since the days of our fathers have we been in great trespass unto this day. For our iniquities have we, our kings and our priests, been delivered into the kings of lands, to the sword, to captivity, and to a spoil, and to confusion of face, as it is this day, man. So since the days of our fathers, man, we trespass, man. You know, some of our people always went off, man. So this is part of the curse the Lord put up on us, man. That confusion of face, man. So you always have to try to judge the spirit of the so-called white man, or any other nation, man. You know, you have to weigh their spirit, man. See if they got the spirit of an Israelite, man. Since the confusion of face walked up, you gotta get the scriptures on it. Gotta go according to the spirit. Cause he even said, I know it's about the 12 tribes sticking together, man. He came to the system, man. But she crowded in though, man. But you couldn't let me tell him, man, that he wasn't on the right page, man. Wasn't no way he was gonna accept you, man. You got some of you might try to do the same thing, man, but when the scriptures start coming out, man, you gonna know.
That's one thing about it. He didn't buck up in the scriptures.
Right. This is Daniel 9 and 7. It said, "O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us place, man." Right, so righteousness belongeth unto the Lord, man. Right there, Yahushua told the Jacob, walked up to him, "Oh, good master, the Lord told me there's only one good, man. He can come out to heaven with God." That's how Jacob tried to do you today, man. Jacob tried to come up, speak a good word, and try to get it good with you, man. You start bringing out these laws, statutes, and commandments, man, and calling out his wickedness without, you know, you don't even know him, but you just start calling out wrong from right. And then Jacob ain't trying to hear it, man. Just like with the rich man, man. He's like, "Oh, good master, he came to the Lord with this, man. I kept these laws, statutes, and commandments since my youth. The Lord told me one thing you haven't done, man. You know? But he told me one thing he must do, man. He told him give away his, give to the poor, man. He was a great man, man. You know, sell what he got and give to the poor, man." He said Jake walked away while he had great possessions, man. That's a lot of our people gonna be destroyed today for that, man. A lot of our people got great possessions, man. Scared to come into this truth. Don't want to hear it because they scared they're gonna lose their possessions. Don't worry, the day coming, man. How about you saying that day, in the They'll ram your richest prophet not, man. O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces, as at this day the men of Judah, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that are near, that are far off, through all the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass that they have trespassed against thee. O Lord, to us belongeth confusion of face, to our kings, to our princes, to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee. Right, man. Keep reading. To the Lord our God belong mercies and forgiveness, but we have rebelled against him. Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord our God, and walked in his laws, which he set before us by his servants the prophets, man. That's how the Lord always put his law out here, man, by his servants the prophets, man. Even when David went off the food, the Lord used the top of David, man. He had Nathan, man. He had Nathan. Tell the Lord wanted David to know something. Nathan brought the word to him. Face to face, man. Say he talked to Moses face to face as he talking with a friend. They say he talked to Abraham, he talking with a friend, man. But Moses, like he dealt with Moses face to face. But you know he wouldn't let Moses see his face, man. Moses couldn't see his face. Just let Moses see his human voice, man. Because Moses would have fell dead, man. Because he was in his sinful flesh, man. Which that ain't saying the Lord don't give me a revelations, man. Got his servants, the prophets set up, man. A lot of times, if you come say for me, for instance, when I first started watching the videos, I'm reading scriptures, I might be like, Lord, I don't know what this means, what this true, I don't know. And I come across a video and it'll show me what it means, man. You know, if you want to be in the Lord, breaking it down, man. Yeah, like the scripture said, yeah, hey, the Lord will suffer at times himself too, man, reveals things to you, man. That's why the scripture also say, Isaiah 34, man, it's not as divided by land, man. Each man got they certain thing that the Lord give them, man. Verse 11. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, man. So all Israel transgressed, man. You know? Because these bodies not perfect, man. Even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, because we have sinned against him. Right. So they confuse the faith. Part of it, man. This is Romans 8 and 16. It said the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit. We are the children of the Most High, man. So what's the spirit that bear witness with our spirit, man? This word, man. How shall I say, these words that I speak, they are spirit, they are life. So if you were confused in the face, man, if you wanted to confuse the face, brothers and sisters, somehow, some way or form, man, these curses gonna be upon you, man. You know, it's gonna be discontinued from your heritage, man. These curses, that's why I say the spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High, man. Then you got Deuteronomy 28 and I think it's verse 44, where it say all these should be a curse, these should be for a sign, and all these should pursue thee, man. It should be for a sign and a wonder who the children of Israel are, man. Just like he said, the Irish came over here, they couldn't get jobs neither, man. That's why you had the Irish mob, the mafia, you know, they started their little gangs and shit, man. Who do that, man? Jake, man. They moved Jake, that's how Jake moved, man. Even with the Italian mafia, man. So-called Italians. Know what they do? When they set up their mafia, know how they kill their own men. When they snitch, they make them make an oath, man. On different, you know, they were caught up into that different Catholic stuff. They just had a zeal to the Most High, but not according to knowledge, man. But they'll make you, like you join one of their mafia things, they'll make you make an oath to one of the saints, man. Like Saint Michael, which we know Michael go back to the Archangel Michael, man. They'll make you make an oath, man. So they already let you know if you turn against the family, man, you know what's the fucking, you know what's the penalty, man. And these children, the heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach Yahushua, if so be that we suffer with him, and we may also be glorified with him, man. You know, which right now only the elect gonna be glorified with him. Well, the elect gonna be glorified first, man. But eventually the whole nation of Israel gonna be glorified with the Lord in the kingdom, man. Just that 144,000, man. They're going to receive a greater portion, man. Going to be the leadership, the ruling body in the kingdom, man. Why? But it ain't just given to them, but they was chosen to do it, man. But it's like all the sacrifices they made in that, man. You know? Because even you got that 1/3 that's going to be saved. Hey, all their tears going to be wiped away. They gonna have great riches, man. But they still ain't gonna receive what the 144,000 received, man. Because 144,000 put it all on the land on this side right now, man. Like I was saying, what you got a innumerable multitude, the Lord just gonna have mercy upon them, man. They don't gotta do what the 144,000 do, man. They ain't have to come out and teach, man. They ain't have to suffer some of the things that the 144,000 gonna suffer, man. Go back to Isaiah, though. I had forgot where I was at. This is Isaiah. Chapter 49 and 9 again, that thou mayest say to the prisoners, go forth, and to them that are in darkness, show yourselves, man. Right. Because once you come into the light, man, you ain't scared to show yourself no more, man. You know, when you're in darkness, you know, which I'm going to get the scripture on. Chapter 3, starting at verse 17. For the Most High sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved, man. And the world is going to be saved through Yahushua, man. The world of Israel, man. The nation of Israel, man. Starting with the elect first. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten Son, man. So you don't believe in the name of the only begotten Son, the scripture say you condemned already, man. And this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. For everyone that doeth evil hated the light, neither coming to the light, lest his deeds shall be reproved. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High, man. Right, man. So like I said, those that are in darkness, come forth and show yourselves, man. But only the elect is going to do this, man. So that their deeds may be manifested, man. Read it again. But he that doeth truth coming to the light, that his deeds may be manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High, man. Right, man, because once you're doing right, you what you got to hide, man. You ain't got nothing to hide. Like, my life an open book, man. It's whatever, man. I'm serving the Lord now, man. You go look at the past and look at all the BS I done, man. So what, man? Look at a lot of the BS the men of the Lord did in the Bible, man. Look at what Paul did, man. He was persecuting the church, man. He was taking them to get killed and to be jailed, man. That they shall feed in the ways, and their pastors shall be all in high places, man. So like it was saying, man, those that are in darkness show forth yourselves, that they may feed in the ways, and that their pastors should be all in high places. They should not hunger nor thirst, neither shall the heat nor sun smite them. For he that have mercy on them shall lead them. Even by the springs of water shall he guide them. Right, man. And this what's happening right now, man. And I will make all my mountains a way, and my highways shall be exalted. Behold, these shall come from far, and lo, these from the north and from the west. These from the land of Sinim. Verse 13, sing, O heavens, and be joyful, O earth, and break forth into singers, O mountains. For the Lord hath comforted his people, and will have mercy upon his afflicted, man. Ultimately, it's talking about in the kingdom, man. But right now, the Lord comforting his people, man. And these words are comfort, man. Let now people know that the kingdom is for them, man. Let them know that basically this ain't the end of y'all, man. You've been through the trenches, man. You've been through slavery. You've been through drugs, man. You've been through all the snares and traps of the so-called white man, man. You still here, man. But Zion said, the Lord hath forsaken me, man. Let's get to the point, man. I just want to start where I started in, man. But this what I have people say, man. The Lord hath forsaken them, man. The Lord did forsake us, man. But it was rightfully so, man. But he ain't forsake us forever, man. Even when he turned his back on us, man, he was still with us, man. I'm gonna prove it, man. This Lamentations 3. We start at verse 17. And thou hast removed my soul far off from peace, and I forgot prosperity, man. Right, man. Because we actually we the prince of the Most High, man. The Lord created the world for our sakes, man. But the Lord removed us far from peace and prosperity, man. And I said, my strength and my hope is perished from the Lord, man. So this how people mind frame, man. It ain't no hope, man. That's why people do what they do, man. And like I say, a lot of our people do what they do just to make it, man. Just to survive out here, man. Which the Lord that's why the Lord gonna be the judge at the end, man. The Lord judging according to every situation, man. We can look at a man and judge him and say this and that, man. That's why the Lord said he don't judge according to the flesh, man. He weigh a man's heart, man. You can't just judge a Jake according to what you see him doing, man. You know, the men of the Lord set up to put that judgment in the gate, man, to let Jake know right from wrong, man. But at the end of the day, it's the Lord gonna justify every man. Who gonna make it and who ain't, man. Remembering mine affliction and my misery, the wormwood and the gall. My soul have them still in remembrance and is humbled in me, man. Right. Right, man. So our soul still have that in us, man. Everything they did to us in slavery, man, and then all stuff they did to us after they let the chains off us, man, that's still in you, man. We ain't broke all this, man. Even the men of the Lord who know the truth, man. There's still shit in you that the Lord just gonna have to deliver us from this body, man. This I recall to my mind. Therefore have I hope. Therefore have I hope. Right, man. And that's what we doing, man. We gotta steer the pure minds of our people back up, man. We gotta steer their minds back up, man. And the first way is letting them know, man, look, you the chosen people, man. You know, you the chosen people, man. But we'll go back to Isaiah and read verse 22. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not, man. So that proved that even though the Lord turned his back up on us, man, he still had that mercy upon us, man, as we would have been consumed, man. So-called white man tried to annihilate us, man. He took the Taino Indians from 8 million, he cut them down from 8 million people, man, to 500, man. 99 million, you know, you so-called of the Southern Kingdom, man. Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians. You was threw overboard, man. But it was by the mercy of the Lord we ain't consumed, man. All the drugs, man. You got a lot of our people been doing crack for 20 and 30 years, man. And guess what, man? Some of them still doing it, man, but they ain't in that worst mind frame they first started doing it, man. It's by the mercies of the Lord, man. A lot of our people that smoke crack and got off of it, man. Got a lot of people who've been on heroin and got off of it, man. And it's only by the mercies of the Lord, man. Because the so-called white man, his scientists, he say his scientists, man. His chemists, which is his witch doctors, his witches, man. They studied the physics on when they made crack, man. When they made heroin, man.
Right.
They knew,
I was saying that's right.
Yeah, they knew it was gonna cause a chemical imbalance in your body, man, to where your body would crave that shit forever, man. They knew that, man. That's why it take really the Lord just restoring you, man, to get off that, man. Or you have to have, it's certain doctors, man. Like you had Matula Shakur, man. He was one of those doctors, man. He figured out how to reverse it, man. Because all it do I know the crack, man. It do that reward center in your brain, man, where it keep making you keep trying to reach for that same high, man. You know, then the heroin, once you get on the heroin, you don't feel normal, man, unless you do it, man, once you start taking it, man. You know? But it's natural ways that people can get you off of. Like I said, Matula Shakur, he used the acupuncture to do it, man. He became a doctor. He knew those certain nerves to hit to basically rebalance them chemicals, you know, rebalance that chemical imbalance that the drug caused, man. But they studied it well, man. Because even with the cocaine, man, when they first started pushing the cocaine, that was the so-called white man that he tested the rats with it, man. He gave the rats cocaine, man. And one thing he realized, the rats, when they addicted the rats to cocaine, they was like the rats chose cocaine over sex. The rats chose the cocaine over sleep, man. The rats chose the cocaine over food, man. So they knew what they was doing, man. That's part of his sorcery, though, man. That was one of his main sorceries to destroy our nation, man. But after all that, we still here, man. After AIDS, man.
I have to say cigarettes.
Cigarettes, man. Cigarettes down there worse than crack now, man. See,
I was just saying they had a special on HBO, and they said that the menthol cigarettes, the Newports and the Cool, they put a special ingredient for black people.
Right, man.
I told one of the homeboys that he was smoking that brand. I think he was smoking Newport. He didn't stop smoking, but he switched over to Marlboro.
Right. Because that's what they do, man. And them crackers, man, white folks been smoking Marlboro. That's their #1 brand, man. As far as I can remember, man, Marlboro, whether it's a Camel.
Yeah. I had told my cousin, I said, man, why don't you, if you gonna smoke, why don't you switch to Marlboro? He said, man, if I switch to Marlboro, I'd smoke about 20 of them to make one Newport. I said, dang.
Cause I think with the Newport, man, it got 4,000 chemicals in it, man. But then when you fire it up, it turns to like 7,000 chemicals, man. Right, man. So that's why the Lord had to deliver us, man. But that's why I read in that scriptures, man. It's by the mercy of the Lord we not consumed, man. But you know, and then that's just the stuff we know about, man.
Right.
Even with the lead, man. The lead in the water, man. That's a direct attack on our kids, man.
They also had it in the paint inside the school, the old school.
Right.
Now that's why they have to strip all that paint off now, because lead was in the paint.
Right, man. Lead in the paint, man. Because the lead in the paint, that's cheap paint, man. Lead in the paint, man. But don't lead do to you, man. The lead destroyed it, hey. And they hit it, because they know one thing, man. But then, like it's attack on these people right here, man. Cause just say for instance, in the city we stay in, man, it's stay a boiling water alert. You don't hear that in the outer cities, man, where the Edomites stay, man. Clean.
Right.
Like I go to Clinton, my kids stay in Clinton, man. Some of my kids. They water look way better than Jackson water, man. They tell you take a bath and your skin be smooth and shit, man. You can see the difference, man. But like the scripture said, man, even though the Lord turned his back on us, man, he still had mercy upon us, man.
That's right.
Because we'll be consumed right now, man. We will be consumed, man. We're going back to Isaiah 49. But Zion said, the Lord have forsaken me, and my Lord have forgotten me, man. The Lord have forgotten y'all, man. That's why I started that's why I hit Romans 11, man. The Lord have not cast away his people, man. The Most High forbid, man. Then I went to Psalms 94, man. It said the Lord will never cast off his people, man. Can a woman forget her suckling child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea, they may forget, yet I will not forget, man. You know, because that's what our people look at, man. They look at the condition they in, man. They look at no matter how hard they try, they still end up not where they want to be, man. That's all right, though, bro. Because guess what, man? Ain't none of our people gonna get to where they want to be until the Lord set up the kingdom, man. Even if you look at the so-called rich-eyed people, man, a lot of them be saying, man, I wish I would have stayed. A lot of them would say, shit, I was better when I ain't have all this, man. They was better mentally. They might got all the physical possessions, man. But like the scripture said, man, 1 Timothy 6, man, he that want to be rich should fall away from the faith, man. And I'm gonna get it right now. in your right mind, man, you in good health, man. Shit, be happy with that, man. You got a lot of people going down their man, man. You got a lot of people sick, man. This is 1 Timothy chapter 6. I'm going to start at verse 5, man. It said, the perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of the truth, suppose that gain is godliness, from such withdraw thyself, man. So it's these. So if somebody trying to tell you, you know, oh, I got these possessions, man, that's how I know I'm doing the right thing, man. Which ain't nothing wrong with having, you know, ain't nothing wrong with having nice things, man. But what you realize, man, a lot of our people got a lot of nice things, man, by downing their own people, man. You know, by selling out their own people, man. By committing abominable acts, man. These faggots keep money, man. Somehow, some way, man, these faggots be having bread, man. And they'll put it there. That's how they lure a lot of our people in, man. They lure a lot of young jakes in, man. You gotta watch out for that, man. Like the scripture say, man, perverse the spirit of men of corrupt mind and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness, from such withdraw thyself, man. You got these pastors telling you the prosperity doctrine, man. They destitute of the truth, man, which means they rejected of the truth. They say from such men withdraw thyself, man. It's going to keep going. But godliness with contentment is great gain. But we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be. Let us be therewith content. But they that which be rich fall into temptations and the snare, man. And this is what happened, man. When you got your man frame on set on being rich, Ecclesiastes tell you, man, if a man keep praying to be rich and rich, the Lord will give it to him, man. The Lord said he'll answer you out your heart. But then he go and say, but know one thing, you're going to be judged for everything you done, man. But they that will be rich fall into temptations and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men into destructions and perdition, man. So you're going to fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts. What's that foolish and hurtful? What's the main foolish and hurtful lust, man? That faggot shit, man. That's a hurtful lust, man. That homosexual, that lesbian shit, man. If you get on that, man, Lord give you over to that man, man. It's by his mercies if you come back from that, man. It say, which drown me into destruction and perdition, man. It said, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. But thou, O man of the God, flee these things, follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, and meekness. Right there, man. A lot of people look at the condition they in, but you still got a lot of people be thankful, man. They ain't like, man, it could be worse, man. So I'm strong. Jake can say that, man. But I want to hit that because a lot of our people, that's the man frame they say, man. We tell them they the chosen people, man. That's the man frame they got, man. We can't be the chosen. I'm going to read verse 15 again. It said, can a woman forget her suckling child, and she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea, they may forget. Yet will I not forget, man. So the Lord ain't forgot who his chosen people are, man. just punished us, man. He just punished us, man. Just like you got a child, man. That's how the Lord done us, man. Keep telling them and telling them, man. And they don't listen, man. Keep telling them and telling them to you like, fuck it, man. I'm gonna cut you out. I'm gonna cut you out completely, man. Until you learn your lesson, man. I'm gonna have to cut you out completely until you get out here and see what I was telling you was true, man. It's the same way, man. The Lord said He dealing with us as a man did, as He dealing with sons, man. It's that tough love right here, though, man. But the Lord had to show us our way. He had to, all right, fuck, go ahead. I'm gonna let you do what you want to do. I'm gonna let you do your thing. And you're gonna realize one thing, you're gonna have to turn back to me, man. It's verse 16, man. This for all you people, man. Say it ain't about the Israelites no more. The Lord cast away His people. It's for everybody now, man. You don't worry about it. You just don't know the scriptures, man. That's the whole thing. You just don't know. But now you go, now you know. You still probably ain't gonna accept it, man. But this a witness against you, man. This gonna be a witness against you. That's all. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palm of my hand. Thy walls are continually before me, man. It's symbolically, man, but it's like the Lord said He graved us on the palm of His hands, man.
Can't beat that.
So you can't go, you ain't went nowhere, man.
That's a good scripture.
Verse 16 again, man. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palm of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me, man. Because really, man, that's why all these people catching the hell, man. That's why all these people catching all the hell they catch, man. Because the Lord, it's just like if you got a child, man. You try to get your child right, man. If you got a friend, you like, okay, I can try. What's up, bro? What you got a question?
Nah, I'm just curious.
Curious? Huh? I see what you some type of what you work for the medic?
I used to be an Army medic.
Okay. What you down here doing?
Law school.
Law school? Oh, so you going to school to be a lawyer?
Yep.
Okay. What you think about the let me see. What you think about that law of the so-called Negro being 3/5 of a man?
I think that's completely idiotic.
Huh?
I think that's completely idiotic.
So you becoming a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
So you gonna fight for them to change that law?
I was not aware that law was still in effect. I thought that law had been struck down a while ago. I'm not saying some people don't still think that and still try to work with that, but as a written law, I'm fairly certain, as a law on the books, that has been struck down.
No, it has been struck down. Another law, well, something really that was supposed to be granted to these people, 40 acres in the mirror, which on the books, federal law, that was supposed to be given to every Negro, man. You know what you think about that, man? Do you think that they
I would have to. I know at the time that was mostly geared towards former slaves alive at the time. I would have to see the historical context of was that done, who did not get it, because I'm never going to say that I'm never going to say that when a law is implemented, it is implemented 100% effective. That's a law enforcement issue, and I could go on for days about my problem with law enforcement. I was about the 40 acres and a mule. I would have to see. It'd only be a case-by-case basis, and that would be more of a civil rights law.
Slow down.
Sorry, I'm thinking a million miles ahead. I just got a class.
Just slow down.
I'm still in talk mode.
Okay.
I would have to see who it all applied to at the time, did that individual get what was promised?
No.
Let me finish. Who did not get it? Why they did not get it? And as a result, are their descendants owed it?
Right.
And again, that's not a. When it comes to the case of law, unfortunately, it has to almost go by a almost individual basis, and a lot of times, and then that's an extremely slow process because each individual person or each individual small group doing class action lawsuits have to argue their case, and unfortunately, the wheels of bureaucracy turn very slowly. And I'm not trying to justify it. I'm not trying to agree with it. I'm just saying, as far as our system works, that's what happens a lot of the time. A lot of people don't get what's owed to them simply because of how slow the gears turn in our systems.
A lot of these people.
Yes.
It's these people
yes.
who don't.
And a lot of these people have been, how to put it, they were not given their fair due at the time. A lot of time, even if it was a law in the books that they should, then you're dealing with cultural issues.
They're not giving their fair due right now.
That too, and it stems from that. I'm saying, again, there's no easy answer, there's no easy solution. And I'm not trying to justify anything, do not get me wrong, I'm just telling you, and I'm just a fairly new law student, so I cannot speak as a voice of authority and expertise on this.
Oh, okay.
I'm just telling you from my current understanding, that these cases, it just turn really, really slow. It gets lost in the cracks because our system is convoluted. It is complex. That's why people like me go to school for so many years, get this highly special knowledge, just to be able to navigate the tangled mess that is our legal system, which, again, I don't agree with that. That needs to be freaking fixed because the whole point of the law is for it to apply to people. And how can you follow the law and know what is your right, what is not your right, what is your due, what is not your due, if you don't understand and can navigate the law? So in a lot of cases, the law really needs to be simplified for the average person. I do feel that. But anyway, back on this, these people were, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not looking for damage. I'm not looking for something unjust. They were not given their fair due so long ago, and these
they're nice, and they're still not.
It's still not because these cases start stacking up, and some things fall through the cracks. Some things get piled under these other cases. Again, like our criminal court system right now. Our criminal court system.
Do you believe in the Bible? Yeah, we know. We basically know America's justice system, man. It's wicked, man. You know, it's weak. It's not right, man. Because when
the road to hell is paved with good intentions. A lot of cases it does have good intentions. And a lot of cases it
got good intentions for the so-called white man.
I do. That's why a lot of points it is banked in our favor. Yes.
Do you know about this law right here that's still in effect? This read it out loud.
The Supreme Court of the United States, Dred Scott v. John F. Sanford.
Read the top of it first, though. Go back. Read it.
Yeah, this is how lawyers get the police off when they kill black people.
That's right. I said this is how lawyers get black people off. So let me say this for the camera right quick. This is what lawyers use, man. And the police shoot down so-called Negro Hispanic, basically the Negro, man. Cause that's what we focus on, man. They shoot down the so-called Negro in the streets, man. This the law that these lawyers go to get them out.
Can you name a case in the last time the holdings of this case was brought up in a court trial? Anytime very recently.
But that's what the lawyers use. You're not reading the title. Read what it says.
I am reading the title.
I'm talking about read it out for the camera.
I say, are you talking about the case name?
Yeah.
Case name is Dred Scott v. John F.A. Sanford.
And read that law though. Read everything.
That's not the law. The holding, which is
that's the case. They're talking about
the holding is sections that the court has spoke upon.
Right.
Because it's number one, persons of active consent cannot be nor ever intended to be citizens under the U.S. Constitution. Plaintiff is without standing to file a suit. Now, I don't agree with that, and I can't take it off my head. I'm going to have to go to my case books. And this was, I think, in 1857.
Right. When
you're talking with law cases, generally cases this old do not apply in the current day. At least in very specific cases like this. I can go get other cases that have precedence over this just due to being more recent.
Right, because it's just like now what they got in the news now is they bringing the Emmett Till case back up, right?
Right.
And they can bring it up now because you got Phil Bryant, which was his auntie, right? The governor. It's his auntie or his cousin. She was the woman that actually lied on Emmett Till. Now she actually came out and told this other guy, when she came out and told on him that she lied, you know, so he brought it out. Now they bringing it out in the public, but they can't charge her with nothing because it's like the what do they call it when
statutory
statutory limitation that ran out for perjury, right? You know, because she was actually, it was her husband, and I think a couple of his brothers or cousins.
What was the case name?
What?
Emmett Till.
You know about Emmett Till?
I said I don't know enough about it to make
No,
a
I'm talking
comment
about
on it.
Emmett. You know about Emmett Till though, right? The black guy who came down here from Illinois. He was like 11 years old.
About 14.
Wait, when was this?
This is in the early 1900s, like one. Yeah,
It was in the 60s. It was in the 60s.
Yeah, in the 60s, right?
60s.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
In
60s.
Mississippi.
Am
No, it's probably
am I thinking the one where it was that civil rights group? It included a bunch of people. Am I thinking?
yeah,
about that?
you thinking about the wrong one.
Yeah, because like I said, I'm not here studying civil law. I'm studying like more like properties and especially like saying like patent, copyright,
But
things
you
like
still
that.
have to know law, period, right?
Yes, but again, I did the same. I'm a very new law student.
1955.
I am very new.
Yeah.
I cannot speak with any voice of expertise, any voice of authority on this subject.
Now, I just wanted to ask you how you felt about it, man. Because see, what I'm basically.
I do not agree because I am of the opinion that blacks, Negroes, whatever
Did you finish reading it? Did you finish?
for Rivers there. Again, I have to go see the whole case. I need to see any. I'm very certain. I can't speak off my head, so I can't speak for certain, but I'm pretty certain that new cases have appeared, have been tried that overrule that. Anyway, what I'm saying is, I'm of the opinion that don't matter your color, don't matter your creed, you are still a human. You are still a man, and if you're a citizen of the United States, you are owed all the rights therein.
Well, see, that's what but we know that's not true. You might believe it, but the same people who you going to learn law under, the law is already set. Let me finish. See, that's why I was asking you, is you gonna fight against what you say you believe? And we know, according to the history of America, from the time it was set up into now, that don't apply to these people. So, with you being a lawyer, is you gonna put yourself on the land and fight for the rights of what you just said?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
If a person, no matter any of these groups, white, no matter, if they came to me with a problem within my field, let's say for example, let's say I do finish like I intend to, become a patent lawyer, a patent property lawyer.
You believe in the Bible?
I believe in it as a philosophy.
Oh.
A lot of philosophy. That's a whole different ball game. Okay, it's a whole separate
So
argument.
you don't believe it is the truth?
I don't believe as a historical fact. I do believe in a lot of the messages that it gives.
You know why you don't believe it's a historical fact?
I do not believe in historical fact. No, I do not.
But this is.
I don't believe in any religion as a historical fact.
This ain't a religion, though. The Bible.
Again, that's
See, Roman Catholicism, Christianity,
again,
all that's religion.
that's a whole.
This is a history book. Like you got scientists, you got historians, archaeologists who actually have went and searched for historical facts, archaeological facts, and they continue to prove that the Bible is 100% accurate.
Again,
So-
this is a whole separate argument.
I feel you, but see what
as I was trying to get about, let's say I become a property lawyer,
yeah.
and somebody comes to me. Let's say two people come to me, same cases. The difference is one's white, one's black.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm still going to treat their case
Right,
the same.
I know, cause you trying to get paid.
No, I ain't
But
trying
see,
to. I ain't trying to get paid. I really don't care that much.
So you must already got money. You must come from a family with money.
I just don't really care much about money. I just care about
Right,
helping.
so
I just care about helping people.
You care about helping people?
I mean, that's one reason we're here. Because again, like when I came here to Jackson, I mean, yeah, I would say for one thing, this is a multiple thing.
Where you from? Where you from, man?
I mean, I live right here. I'm from Cochita, Mississippi. I'm from the middle of nowhere, the sticks.
Sure.
And again, a lot of the problems you're bringing up, kind of the problems that I have seen. People still have these ideas out there. That's why I totally believe you when I say a lot of times these groups, when they come in these court cases, they're not treated fairly. Because they do. I know a lot of people still have these ideas. Even if the letter of the law doesn't state it, they're trying to enforce it in a way that supports their ideas.
Yeah.
On this. I totally get that. Anyway, one thing I like right here is I can get a handle on. Like one thing, I was talking to, I can't say who for legal reasons. I was talking to somebody here in Jackson about why you've got the major financial centers just up the street. You talk about the big banks. You've got Regions, Trustmark, from Wells Fargo and Bancorp, all right up the street. It's a major financial center. Yeah, look right over there. I mean, if you want, you point the camera right over there. It looks like a damn bomb went off.
Oh.
Yeah, but see,
It's a center of basically poverty and homelessness.
Right.
It looks, most of the shops, most of the buildings up there are abandoned.
so that now that you brought up that point, right? The homelessness look like a bomb that dropped over there, right? So what do you think about America? Is America a great country?
Currently, depends on your definition of great. I'm not happy with the current state.
What about from the beginning? What about when America was started?
Again, I have
Because
problems.
you know how America was started,
I have
right?
problems with our whole history.
Right.
I have
Okay.
problems. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, I'm happy with it. In a lot of ways, I'm not.
What you happy with about American history? Because American history. Let me finish. Now.
Okay,
America,
okay.
the history of America. They tried to annihilate all these people on the sand, which all these people right here, these are chosen people of the Lord. These are people who the Lord died for. These are only people who the Lord coming back to save, man. You know, so ain't nothing great about America, nothing, man. When the so-called white man took rulership during the Renaissance period, man, all he did was rape, rob, and murder the whole earth, man. He destroyed everybody's heritage. He taught lies. So, like you said, now you got homeless people living over here, man. Just like I said, the American government, man, they went across the world, they killed Gaddafi, right? They blamed Gaddafi was treating people wrong and all that. Don't you know in Libya, wasn't no such thing as homelessness? You know what I'm saying? If you started a family, Gaddafi give you $50,000 to start a family off with, he had the whole country flourishing, man. Wasn't none of this, man. But the American government, under the so-called white man, under your leaders, man, because they are your leaders, man. You know, you said some great history about America and bad. Ain't nothing great about the history of America, man, when it comes to the so-called white man ruling, man. You know?
What else we're facing is, on some of the history, in a lot of ways, I don't ever speak all the time with 100% I am against, because, again, maybe it's just I'm a law, maybe I used to, you know, I'm also very scientist nature, is everything is in percentages, so to speak. When I talk about some great things, is the ideas of freedom.
Wasn't no idea of freedom when the white man came over here.
No.
Because let me finish, because see, that's a lie. His idea was, I'm finna make these people slaves. Wasn't no such thing as freedom. Where has freedom ever been? Where is freedom ever for these people?
I was about to agree with you on
Ain't
that.
no freedom.
What I was talking about is the ideas of a free person, as opposed to a subject of a king,
Who had the
were
idea
good.
of freedom?
But who it applied to is who I had a problem. Because way back in the day, especially founding of the nation, the only person who qualified as a citizen was like a white male, especially ones with land. So no, I do not agree with the implication or who they judged as who the ideals apply to. I agree with the ideals in themselves of freedom. You know, no man should call somebody else king. But at the same time, I don't agree with who it applied to.
But see, you can disagree, man, because see, we had the same way like amongst these people, man. You know what I'm saying? You can disagree, but that's what I'm out here to do, man. You know, I'm out here to
I'm loving the discussion here. At least somebody's talking.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say this though. You know, according to the Bible, your land go back to Esau, man, the Edomites, man. You know about Alexander the Greek. Now I know you know the history of Alexander the Greek, right? Mm-hmm. What you think about Alexander?
Did horrible things, but overall had a beneficial effect of bringing more culture and technology to what we would call now the I guess say Western civilization.
So that's what Alexander did, right?
Not the only thing. Again, I never talk in absolutes. Never talk in absolutes. A lot of times he had to do horrible things. Don't get me wrong. But he still, even if it was by force, he did bring a lot of culture and a lot of technology to areas. Of course, a lot of that was lost during the Dark Ages when we had a intellectual recession.
Okay, what happened during the Dark Ages?
Again, I'm not a historian. I can't